Like
it's
it's like ping pong. It's like you get mine in wiki years.
And for me, I think Chicago's a different case than like something that happened in Mo3 or something that happened in Dallas or something that happened to XXXTentacion. Like Chicago is a special case of just the trap, like, and it's amplified and it's only gotten worse. And the thing about it is, media has a part in that too by giving Chief giving so much
attention,
influence and attention to it, gave it so much power, and so many other rappers like let's do it the same way they do it, like, and it works because I think all the little white kids that like to hear the gangster shit, all the black people that's suburban that likes to hear the shit, it's so many people that's not really cut from that cloth.
It's like the real street guys are like amplifying their street life to acquiesce to suburban black people and white kids who would never even
participate.
Like when I listen to like King Von's music, I don't listen to it like he better really be living that.
Yeah,
I'm just like, does it sound good? Is it what I'm saying? Is it cool? I don't. But these kids who be on the internet be like, he better really be living that.
They're in charge of the code.
That's what people hate. Russ, but Russ been saying that for the longest time. Like these people, y'all think like y'all are when y'all doing hip hop, y'all are speaking to these black youth. Hip hop's ran by like little 13-year-old white kids in the room that are like, on the internet making memes or doing this or doing that. Like you're pushing for that audience.
Drake literally made Tootsie Side for TikTok.
Not even you might not even know. You might think like, oh, I'm making hip hop, so I'm speaking for black people. But the people that are consuming your shit, like I'm not saying there's no black people, no hood people.
One of the black women rappers or singers said something like, I only want to make music for black people because I'm getting tired of only going to my concerts, only being surrounded by white people. Yeah. And I mean, beggars can't be choosers. If you want to get this bread, you better get this bread. But I get what she's saying in the sense of you would think it's black people supporting you, which they are, but they can't financially just come out and see us. So when you really think about
$200 for a concert, it's like that's
200 or shit, just the time and day. I got kids that day. It's so much. The reason that black people really resonate with your shit because they really going through the shit. Yeah. But the white people that support you for trendy shit a lot of times, not all the time, but like, or just the nerds or the people that's not really about the shit. Like that's who really run the culture. Like, and I think that's a big problem of why this industry is so fucked because it's all about numbers. And at the end of the day, black people and destruction gets a lot of numbers, so it's only gonna get pushed further.
And it's like the Chicago thing. The bad thing about Chicago being like publicized in the media is like Chirac and like when you think of a guy who say he from Chicago, you think of dangerous. Oh my god! Like if you say you're from Chicago, I feel like and you're a rapper, and you not like a Chance the Rapper type of nigga, but you look like the king.
But that's what's crazy.
Then you automatically get that street cred. Like, oh, he's in Chicago. So people. Even kids that live in the hood of Chicago, but really, they might be like nice kids. They really don't want to, but they're like, damn, I can do this and become famous. I might as well lean into it, even if I know I'm really not like that. But am I gonna want to get this $100,000 here, or do I want to like try to go to school?
The thing about it as well is it's free marketing and publicity for these gangs. Yeah, because when we hear a lot of the gang shit that get taught, like, oh, I don't know what that mean. Tuki, we don't know what that mean.
Well, I don't. It's just like. Yeah.
But these are gang references that I have no idea what this shit mean. But they amplify that shit, and people that's like that shit and are intrigued by that shit get pulled into that shit more. Like people that's actually surrounded by that shit, I'm like, man, I really don't want to join the GDs because I know niggas getting killed every day, but they are making a little money. And then shit, them niggas do be getting on YouTube. Them niggas do be getting views too. Like so, it's like. It's just like a nigga that used to wear the chain in the hood, or like niggas used to look up to the dope boy. Now you look up to the hood niggas on YouTube, like, and shit. A lot of niggas could act or stay at home. Like, think about Tekashi, how he was able to pull that shit off. Like
that's one of the most like people like hate Tekashi, but he did like one of that besides like getting niggas locked up, killed, shot up. Besides like all that, he was able to like expose how
weak the industry is.
I'm trying to like.
How gullible the industry is.
You could just act like you from the streets and it'll just blow you up, even if you're not even nowhere.
Not the streets, but the industry.
The whatever they think it is. Like he acted like he was a blood. He was around 1 million bloods. Like he was a gangbanger. I'm the toughest guy. Nobody can check me. I don't got to check it. I don't got to do none of that. And it worked. And the only reason it worked is because nobody initially checked him. Yeah. Now if Tekashi been talking all that shit, I don't got to check it. I don't got to do whatever. And let's say he first went to LA and not died, but say he would have got shot in the arm and like he would have got shot.
It's different for Tekashi because he white.
What do you mean he's white?
Anybody just trying to kill a white boy.
I thought he's Mexican.
He white.
You just like them fucking people.
In reality, he's white. Even he's European.
Why is that?
Spaniards are European.
How you know his people didn't come from Africa down to the South America?
Colonizers.
No, I'm saying like because a lot of the slaves didn't stop in America. They went to the.
If he has white pigment, Latino, European.
His ancestors still be slaves.
Still European. But what I'm saying is, the white skin people don't be trying to. If it was a nigga saying that, it was another black man. I ain't checking in. So you got killed in the.
If it was like a dark skin like Mexican dude, would you think they would try him then?
Maybe not, because Mexicans still. You don't want to fuck with Mexicans. Them niggas could. And he really a gang member? Like he was like MS-13 rapper or something.
I think people was more in line to check Tekashi. That's you saying. I'm just thinking about it. There was more in line to check Tekashi because he was around black dudes. If Tekashi was a Mexican rapper and he was backed by like MS-13, nobody would. I don't think nobody would have said nothing. If he had if he was like
Vice Lords or some shit.
Say there was a Mexican rapper who could speak English very well, and you knew he was backed by the Sinaloa cartel, you're not going to tell him shit.
I think I almost choked on my water.
You would not say nothing to him. If you see Tekashi chilling with, because he's out there, El Chapo's son.
Bro, my chest started drinking.
Going to say nothing to him.
It's the sad truth, but like with black people, we don't value, like not us, but other like degenerative black people don't value black life. So they'll take another black man life like that. That's talking shit, trying to like, nigga, you ain't no better than me, nigga. I don't love myself, type shit. So that same with a Mexican. Nigga, I don't. So it's the same. So it's a lot of niggas be tempted or not as. They're not tempted to go out the race type shit. Like, niggas don't be fucking with that shit like that. But, yeah, like you said, Tekashi, bro, he pulled it off easy. Bro. And then to think about this, Tekashi not the only one. Lil Wayne, Chris Brown. How many other rappers go blood or crip after they get famous? Boy. So it's so many, bro. It's so many.
Did Tiger do it for a little bit?
Man, I think almost every rapper, for the most part, have done it. Or been affiliated.
Even Drake has like a little, not like gang.
It's close.
He got that. He tried to make it more like
mafios. Got the mafios.
Yeah, he tried to make it more like cool, like mobs. He got like.
But it's still a gang.
Yeah, it's still a gang. Yeah. Regardless of how you slice it, just like
it's a little probably more scarier because
I feel like it sounds better when you're like I'm a part of
the mafios,
the mafia, rather than like I'm in a gang. Like if you say I'm in a mafia, people are like ooh. It's a little bit more respect. A
gang sounds childish.
It's white collar when you're
a gang sound like you're behind the corner store or behind the school, just wreaking a little chaos. You ain't doing much. You're not organized.
You and your gang are gonna come get me?
Yeah,
please, buddy. I got the mafia behind.
Is the mafia or cartel? Like those words.
No, cartel is like the worst. But like if anybody's like, oh, I'm part of a gang, you like, I could probably fuck with this dude. You cool. I'm part of the mafia. But if you meet somebody and say, oh, I'm a part of the cartel, you're not messing with him. I don't care who he is. And I'm not even saying mess with him like trying to tough with him. You're not trying to be his friend. You're not trying to kick with him. If anybody tells you they're in the cartel, you are not even nowhere near him. If someone's like, oh, I'm part of the blood gang, you're like, I know a couple bloods. I kick with you.
Like Taylor gang. Yeah, I like gangs.
I like gangs too. Shit, Wolfpack gang, Wolf gang, whatever. That's cool. Oh yeah, I'm part of the cartel.
And let's be realistic. Besides Chicago, that's how it is. Gangs are not that active right now. Like, there may be a little personal vendettas that happen in between gangs, but for the most part, things are peaceful.
I think it's more like not. It's like cliques. So you like that.
Yeah.
Like that. Clique. Like, we're part of the 505 Park Boys, or like Eminem Youngboy. Like they're a part of a gang. I don't know which one they're like either Bloods or Crips, but they call themselves 4K Trey. Like they don't call themselves.
They move on their own affiliation basically, and yeah, so shit crazy.
But anyways, keep on shit, right? So he was beefing with Quando Rondo, who was an associate of NBA Youngboy. They get to the fight. Quando Rondo's homeboy come around the corner, shoots King Von. He passed away. He died. Sad.